Yo, I just want to talk about synthetics, testosterone, growth hormone, steroids. Over the 34 years that I've been training, I've watched lots of people, sort of like some fellas, like chase their missus, and the missus doesn't want sex for because they're high on testosterone. The levels are way too high because they're chasing them around, basically, like a cockerel trying to grab their neck and just give them a beating. So the sensitivity of overdoing it on testosterone is not great for relationships. Also, like growth hormones and the steroids, unless you want to be massive and get your veins pumped out and fuck your body up and be asleep at 5 o'clock and have issues later on when you're not taking it and your levels are all messed up and you've got to try and sort your body out chemically over years. It's a bit like depressant tablets. If you start taking testosterone and steroids and stuff, that you've got to replace those chemicals once you stop taking them. So the longer you take them, the harder it is for your body to replace it. Like depression tablets, it decides that it can't cope to not have them, so you're going to give yourself issues. And also looking at all the profiles, high profiles, they're getting sponsorships and stuff, and then they start to get given all the growth hormones and stuff like that because it costs a lot of money. All the kiddies and all the environment around all this sort of stuff is getting full to think that it's all natural and it's all possible. So it's causing a lot of confusion. I talk to people and they're starting to take testosterone because they want to build up their levels, but they don't realise that they're going to have problems around life at the same time, like with a relationship, or when they haven't got the money to pay for their testosterone, they're going to lose their muscles, and they keep going up and down and not being able to provide the level of testosterone they need to keep the muscle mass that they had a month ago. Well, that's causing issues. Then they're breaking the bank trying to afford it. I've been training for 32 years and 33 years and just kept a lovely ambience of natural energy just by providing myself with a nice diet, like porridge, fruit and nuts in the morning with maca powders and cacaos, all great detoxing. Like the cacao is the best detox known to man. You've got the porridge and the nuts and that for the fats, for all the proteins, and then for lunch I'd have some salad and some brown rice, or just something like a piece of steak or something, or a couple of eggs, or 3 or 4 eggs, an egg omelette with vegetables, and then for tea I'd have some brown rice and have a piece of chicken or a nut roast or whatever it may be. So, and over years and years and years of just keeping like that, I can create my own testosterone without jumping up to high levels, low levels, confusing levels for the body that makes it difficult. And also I just keep to the lovely, gentle providing of all my own testosterone, so I can put some weight on my back and do some training and stuff and provoke extra testosterone if I want to. I can promote and provoke extra growth in my body by acting as if I've got more weight on my body, so it grows bigger muscles. So I don't need all these things of testosterone, growth hormone, and this synthetic approach. Also the environment, once you start to take synthetics, all your emotions are created with those synthetic testosterones. For instance, if you're trying to talk to your missus, well, you're chasing her around like you're a cockerel on heat. You're just going to grab her neck and try and give her a beasting. So it breaks all your sensitivity towards the environment that you're at. And you can find that relationships are more difficult. I know people who their relationships is messed up because he's taking too much testosterone and he wants more sex than he can have because his missus just doesn't find him attractive because he's full of testosterone and trying to just come up to her for sex. It's got no natural ambience of sensitivity. I know another fella who's been told to take testosterone because of his performance, but as far as I'm concerned, he's a natural fella and his performance, and he's a natural healthy bloke, and his missus has got used to having a beating that she's desensitised herself. So sensitive approaches creates a sensitive environment and a sensitive body that reacts to sensitivity. The more you beast yourself and the more you beast your missus, the harder it is for her to accomplish the things that she wants out of it. And then you will need more testosterone. You're going to need more steroids. You're going to need more growth hormone. So all I can say is that it promotes all the young lads and the people growing up to think that they need these things to help them get on their way to perform, and then it tricks all the people that think that they're going to get, they're going to be massive, and they're going to get there without, by natural ways. So it loses nature. You're going to end up with issues. So when you give up and stop, you're going to end up with depression and things like that, or you can end up with imbalances in your chemical in your body, and so it promotes loads of like the PR and the promotions. Once you start doing that, and then you're promoting synthetic environment, so all in all, it's a negative thing to do. The best thing you could ever do is just try and stay as natural as possible. Try not to lead to temptation. Just try and be a natural human being who looks at their environment. It grows trees with nuts on. It grows animals to eat. It grows, it's got eggs that can be eaten. It's got lots of beautiful, nutritious food. The more synthetic you get, you're just turning into a synthetic person. And as far as relationships concerned, all the chemicals are going to be imbalanced. So you'll be lucky, if you survive relationships. I've been around gyms for 32 years, and I've watched people mess up with all the chemicals they're putting into their body, and I see them all asleep at 5 or 6 o'clock because they're pushing their body so hard through all the, I see them fall asleep at 6 o'clock because they're pushing all their body through the hardcoreness of steroids and the extra weight and stuff. And unless you want, a sort of massive body and a massive muscles, I surely will say that it's much nicer just to be on a natural diet and live naturally, and then you'll have a lovely ambience and a peaceful environment to be living with. You won't be chasing anything, and you'll be really organic to your partners and the people that you're with, and you'll have much more of a successful time. If you've got any questions about that, or you want to talk about it, I'd love to talk about it. So hit the button and let's get on with it. Appreciate all the sort of feelings that we can pull out from being organic, and I'd love to share it.